wasted a surge, and now they're in a pretty rough spot here between the trees. They see Godlike, they also see Riki. Throws a smoke screen here, trying to annoy Gedrox a little bit, but he still walks out of it, gets the stars them off, that'll help them get the first blood. Disruption now to Godlike. Surge available now again here, leap after. They still have a couple of nukes following him, and another...
It's huge. Yol, and man, by the bottom rune, getting hit by the dust. Arrow comes through and it does connect.
Nicely done. This Riki, did he have, or is he gonna have the impact now?
Brought down as Incandessence top lane doing pretty poorly here. He's gonna get hit by a burrow strike very soon, and that's it for the Spirit Breaker. Now 2 TPs rotate in. WellPlay is gonna chase down, but doesn't have his level 6, so getting a kill is gonna be nothing short of impossible. Meanwhile, Cat has made his way in, so maybe they can catch BZZ in the middle of the 2 towers, but there's no one else rotating in. The only other person is Messi, but he gets close, he just gets brought down. In fact, here it is.
It just
very, very messy engaged.
They just turn this escape into a rotation towards the middle lane here. They get that support. BZ took take quite a bit of damage here from WellPlay, but now the stun will miss for RMN. He'll still die, taking out everything RMN. Might be dropping low, too low here with rotation in from Gedrox. It'll at least secure that kill. But considering the way this started, I mean, I don't know what that was ever going to do.
Charge onto Yol. I mean, this is the power of a Spirit Breaker. Can he get this kill with a charge alone, though? He does. Has to immediately TP out. Who's TPing him? It's going to be a burrow strike, but no, they come in at exactly the same time. Great play, because he gets that smoke screen down in the later fights.
Speaking of smoke, here was just one pot by RMN, gets hit by the disruption. Couple racks of nukes as the stun misses. BZ's doesn't though, and then pops the epicenter to bring down Messi. Meanwhile, Canthex is still trying to go for the kill onto RMN. He tries to stack up the poison, only 2, it's not going to be nearly enough. So he just gets controlled up. Moonlight Shadow saving him for the time being, it just sticks out to the poison as well as the Iron Shell.
Great play dropping down the smoke to make having a much better time this game than he did on the Faceless Void in the last one. Another charge in though, but he's got no cargo, no follow-up damage.
Oh, the bashes! The bashes though, Illidan! He says as out amount of backline Shadow Demon ended up falling as we were looking to say. Nice little cancel there and charge out into the sun, it's cutting off that particular retreat path. And just has to go back under the tower.
That's called getting a little bit too cocky there. He thought, I mean, if he saw the Medusa, he'd get the kill, but...
Might be there, but he still gets a Hex off after the spin went out. Nice little double burst strike with BZD rotating in. They do get the Juggernaut. Armand will die to the Arcane Ball, but at what cost? Messi! Well, he will fall as well. 2 for 1 in this particular lane. BZ cancels it though. The arrow lands on Armand, not on low Darks here. Now finally the ultimate. Should still be able to secure that kill. Maybe not though, with a finger coming out. Bring down Gedrox first. Now Incandessence. We've seen the stance before him against a couple of people. Gets a maximum charge off. The Iron Shell just too much.
Making the best of a worse situation here.
Hex onto Gedrox. Follow up stun. And nice little vacuum to cancel the leap even. What a play here, Yol. I took up some spells and backlines. Will end up falling to the Omnislash bouncing through. Now the charge onto RMN, locking him down. Looking to try and get more of these counters here. RMN should be right-click down eventually here. Godlike also dropping very, very low. 1v1 up against Messi. BZ still looking for more here. Did bring down the Shadow Demon. But now with another charge coming through. BZ still fighting here. Gets the epicenter off. Looking for WellPlay. It's not a burst strike in a couple of seconds to actually finish the job, but just a face boots movement speed. Cannot out-damage a healing watch just yet. There it is, the burst strike on target despite the Moonlight Shadow, but he did find himself in a really, really bad position here. The dust is there. Can they find him? Can they actually kill him? Yes, they do. That almost worked out with that sandstorm dodge, but... Well, TBE overall, Fight Recap doesn't catch everything, but I do want to say...
For a short amount of time, and with Illidan coming in, it looks like the Riki is safe.
The trick sort of trade dodging that spin damage, there's no way they could actually kill him. And now the counter initiation on the backlines as they took way too long to get out. That's one down. Even the ultimate being used to try and bring on Incandessence. It does find a nice angle to charge. This time, no cancel opportunity. Charge coming through into Godlike. He had plenty of help on the way. Can they be there in time though? Some nice little damage being done. Mechanism comes out. There's Illidan with the ultimate now. Looking for WellPlay. Will find a stone form. Couple of right clicks here, not quite enough to bring him down. He is still alive for the time being as more spells are being thrown out towards our men. Takes most of the missing players, still able to survive here despite the extra news coming out. Fantastic.Five, just with their superior levels, able to take this team fight with no casualties so far. Gedrox also being tracked down, gets the arrow onto Yol, but two other heroes bashing away at him. Oh, Cat reacts, yeah. Yeah, too many stuns. Even if you miss one, there's another to take its place. The full 5-man wipe. Illidan, haven't really talked too much about him recently. He does tank the demonic surge. We know BZ on the other side will be zoned off, so they cannot actually help their friend.
Yeah, that was a good zone from TBE, getting rid of every path that he had to just jump himself away from that fight. And of gold to 3 of TBE's heroes, so it's not that bad for TBE to commit that much for just a Ricky.
Epicenter being channeled here. They had the initiation on WellPlay. The blink now being shown up by BZ. Easy kill after the chain stun out to the Juggernaut.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
One of the enemy team. It's that red marker that you screwed up when the Sand King is hitting for that much. But right now,
Blue is high mana pool here. Now with the sentry down, they're trying to go for the counter kill, but WellTTFU will actually do enough damage with the Omni Slash on level 1 and will still find Yol in the end, making this a 1-for-1 trade.
that's
5 is sort of lacking is the push outside of any sort of team fights, and now charge actually coming through onto Godlike here. Also catches BZ, but the ultimate from Incadessence will not come out. Illidan Stone turns him to stone after that stun from BZZ. So this did not quite work out the way the TBE wanted it to. It's a few too many heroes hiding inside the wings. Now this is what we're talking about. Constant chase, constant reinitiation. That's then yet another kill, plus a tier 2 that they were going to get anyway.
They saw a Dusa that they thought they could kill,
God,
and
not
boom,
again.
The rest of Fantastic.Five.
Cat 3x. Like, what's the reasoning there? Why do you throw down Shadow Poison when you're all alone and you have no escape?
It seems like it's been on point for them. Meanwhile, Fantastic.Five have been very carefully articulating all of their movements so that they bait TBE into these kind of fights that they know that TBE will lose, and that's
okay. BZ. The side here, charge still comes through onto Godlike with a follow-up arrow here set up by the bash, so that's a nice kill to get. Now the dust coming out on the Yol. Meanwhile, the back Omni Slash being wasting a couple of creeps, still enough damage to silence onto BZ. But now Illidan showing his face here, showing off the Lincolns. Now a zone ultimate, everyone turning away. Now the purge, make sure that he's slowed down. This could be a big kill. He is kind of all alone. Yol unable to really help all that much. Never mind the smoke screen, forcing them out, and that sets up for Illidan and our man to do the damage and follow-up control. Incadessence still alive. Same for WellTTFU. He needs more bashes though, and just can't find it. Now just have to try and run. The Juggernaut. There's the smoke up. Blink from our man being shown off in style. Tim going down. Catx next on the list, and Illidan, yeah, it's just a little bit too big to handle right now. Incandescence, last man standing. Might not be for long as Yol. Okay, nice little charge. Someone that bashed him. But the bleeding is just too much, I feel like. They haven't really been able to stop it this entire game.
Dusa, and they couldn't find the kill on the Dusa. I mean, 200 CS, a Lincoln Sphere or Dragonlance, 3k gold in the bank. How do you touch something that just cannot be touched? Well, the trick is you don't.
Yeah, just have to try and find other ways to play the game, but don't really have the tools for that. They don't have split push, they don't have good high ground defense, really. All the lineup does is fighting, and if you can't do that, then you're pretty much screwed here. Once again, Gedrox, they stack the stuns a little bit here. Another ultimate comes out, so the leap still enough to keep him alive. Into the arrow here, Illidan will tank it like a champ. Messi caught on the outside, throws a couple of spells, he knows his days are numbered. This particular life.
Yeah, I mean that you made a good point there. Towers.
Oh, Hex on WellTTFU securing the tower. Follow-up stun is there. BZ catching on the outside. Charge comes to vacuum into no wall. Yeah, but misplaced. They're still gonna do the damage to bring down one, but they will lose a Dark Seal. Then on front lines, not too scared to deal with here, acting as a shield for the rest of his team at this point. They can spot the disruption here. No arrow to follow up. That was still on cooldown. Now BZZ finds initiation. Gedrox on the outside, just punching them for stepping outside their bounds. Our man will force Incandessence here, putting himself in a bad spot. 1-for-1 trade here is also the Scarlet Mage goes down, but BZZ falling to the damage either way, Incandessence somehow still alive, and Illidan took a huge amount of burst here as Shadow Demon was able to stack up quite a bit of poison stacks. That arrow hit, maybe they could have continued the chase there, but Gedrox also dropping very low throughout all of that. That was actually still a good fight. They lose a few heroes here. Burst them down, also considering the his own magic nuke damage plus the double Starstorm from the Mirana.
Yo.
Okay, he just dies. Illidan TP's in though. Incandessence on the way out, but sees BZ coming. That was the point where he realized he fucked up.
And now it's turned from Skywrath Mage for Riki into... In fact, RMN is even dancing on the cliff because he knows that there is very little they can do to stop this.
Yeah, arrow comes through. RMN will actually straight up die here to the arrow into the Mystic Flare. Now the epicenter kind of being wasted here. Incandessence doesn't really care. Now the Omni Slash being used onto Illidan, not doing a whole lot of damage though, so kind of wasted there. Now the turnaround play, Cat 3X on the way out. Same for the TTFU, F5 could choose to focus on him. We'll be able to bring it down. Nice little arrow onto Illidan. Now he's out of mana of life points. Nice little smoke screen though on the Gedrox. He has to find his way out. We'll be able to leap away. Incandessence with the Shadow Blade looking for another target of opportunity. Messi, well, he's out of all mana points. He might as well be dead. Not really making much of a difference here for the rest of the fight. But hey, look at this. Echo Saber doing a lot of damage here to Yol. So they still have that sentry working so much for them down there. That's a 3 for 2 trades, and the Roshan is safe for the time being. They cannot really take it themselves without Juggernaut. They can continue to
great
camp this
movement
out.
from TBE. They recognize that a Riki possibly can break their smoke, so they take a completely out of the way path.
Actually low on mana, he doesn't have his ultimate available, so just kind of has to run away. Still being controlled up now with a spin, and the Mystic Flare doing a little bit of extra damage. Not enough to bring it down with another bash. Maybe nice little stun though from our man, plus the Yield Scepter up. Holy TTFU is so dead. Gedrox on the side, chipping away here. They do get BZ. Incandessence still working away at Illidan. Moonlit Shadow comes out. Sentry is down here, but looks like it's going to be enough here to bring that Incandescence. Do they have a gem as well on top of anybody? How did they see in there? How did BZ have find the stun? We shall never know. The fight continues to go on. Gedrox and Messi caught with the vacuum. That's the word. And Cat 3X, Cat X, also not long for the world, so decent start to the fight, but once again, too much focus on Illidan and not enough ways to control him. If they managed to control him inside the Mystic Flare, he died. That fight could have turned out differently as it stands. I think BZZ also bought back or something.
I want to know how they killed the Spirit Breaker. But
if there was a dust that we didn't see, but didn't actually, I don't know. Just chalk it up to F5 being complete ballers, and now, God,
boy,
that's a lot of hate. But hey, poor Juggernaut, 4-11 and 9. Now Incandessence, maybe it's a little bit of still charging into 4 people. Never a good idea, but he's kind of tanky enough to survive this for the time being. Gold shows himself with the dust. Incandessence still tanking more and more. Now, with the Finger of Death, he'll finally fall.
My God, that took so long.
It's kind of the one downside that you have with 5 now. All of your damage is gonna start falling off against these tanky kind of heroes without Illidan there. But he was chipping away at the bottom lane. But now the fight goes on. Nice little vacuum into wall. 3 people. Illidan's ultimate going. Lolly taking quite a bit of damage. Not quite enough to bring him down. Buybacks galore here. They need to try and turn this fight. BZ dropping low, but will be able to walk his way out of there. Holy TTFU once again being stunned up. Right click down eventually. Maybe not. Lolik gets charged off with a blink through, but Holy TTFU still takes out. That's the Aegis down until then only. After Gedrox comes in and triggers that one. Lolik will finally fall as Shadow Demon blows his load, and in the backlines Incandessence. At very least he made sure that F5 spent a lot of time on him so they could secure the kill on the Darkseer, but still a lot of resources being used here for TBE, and that was only the Aegis for Illidan. He's coming back fresh and kicking. 2k health, 1k mana, Cadax is dead, another buyback comes out, Messi will return, Gedrox is also still alive. But I don't think Illidan is going to have to come down to some sort of misplay from F5 though, doesn't it? Because if they land their combo, even just a part of their combo, if they get these 3 kills here, That's
Maybe they
one
don't even get to fight.
Incandescence. They should be able to track him down as well. Armin still holding on to the gem.
Yeah, they don't even get to fight. They just
Yeah.
lost 2.
Yeah,
It's
they just
3v5.
lost the game, pretty much.
I don't know.
Quite have it dead already. That could have turned out very, very nasty. Omnislash being wasted, and this one, the Mystic Flare as well as BZ just gets himself out with that. Burst Strike, Aghanim Scepter buff up. Stun from our man. They're still on the hunt here. Yol gets silenced up. He might die. Same for TTFU though, as he chases a little bit too deep. Gedrox straight for BZZ, there it is. But now Illidan says, hey guys, how you doing? This is my game, let me kill you. Incandessence trying to do what he can, but now he gets stunned up. Illidan jumping away on the back of that ultimate, and a GG, well played is called. It has to be at this point.
I mean, it was well fought this time around.